What up, LK Mafia? It's your boy Artofkickz, and just like that, we back with another one. Alright, y'all, so it's time for another lovely Peaches video. Another video on her, at least. I'm gonna have to tell you now, if this is anything like the last one, parental discretion is advised, children discretion, whatever. Whatever. You might not want to watch this one with your kids, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that, and if you walk in and catch your kids watching this, it ain't my fault. Tell them, well, look, I'm going to categorize it for 18 and over anyway, so, you know, whatever. Anyway, so, some viewers may find this follow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Y'all, the title of this video, the TikTok star who fooled the internet, the lovely Peaches saga. Our boys and girls ready? I'm ready. Let's go.
My motherfucking story, because I hope the lady who tried to press charges on me, I hope she see this. So let me tell you what really happened that night. Let me talk about how much money I lost from this situation. Now I can cry and be serious and cry. There's blood all over the bed, blood all over my pillows, blood all over my sheets. What? Tried to press charges against me. First of all, how do you press charges with someone who ain't doing nothing?
What in the world? I ain't see all. What's all this? Some of this video footage look like she had a legit cameraman following her. Look at them gains. You see them gains, boy? That boy been in that gym. Look. Hey, that beat go hard though. That beat go hard though. Oh, look, my chair can't take all that pressure. Tell me about it.
As humans, we are innately intrigued by what we consider to be abnormal.
Yes, this is true.
It
Unfortunately.
would seem our morbid curiosities tend to get the best of us even in times when it's the least appropriate. Whether we like it or not, everybody loves a good train wreck.
That's why Karens are so popular on my channel. Because they're train wrecks.
Don't have to be a good boy all the time.
What better place to observe such catastrophes than social media, which directly enables the very behavior we both condemn and relish. It's almost impossible for us to simply ignore the outlandish, especially when it's entertaining. Just as we are often compelled to turn our heads towards a gruesome accident on the highway, we can't help but
That's the thing that kills me about car accidents and stuff too. I just gotta say this real quick because I see them happen so often in Georgia. A lot of times they be controlled and off to the side, but it takes people forever to drive past them because they're too busy looking at it. Keep going. You slowing up traffic for 1,000 cars behind you because you want to be nosy and look to see what happened. Gosh.
take toward.
And I'm talking about when the ambulance and the police is already there taking care of the situation.
The strange and bizarre personalities that occupy our Instagram feeds. A phenomenon that has given prominence to one of the most infamous names on the internet, Lovely Peaches.
I'm telling you right now, ain't nothing lovely about this girl. Look. I'll tell you that right now.
I want to fuck a man while his wife sits on the other side of the room crying.
Did I not warn you? You thought I was being mean and insensitive. That's not a way a lovely I can't even talk because she ain't lovely. That's not the way a lovely young lady is supposed to speak.
As he eats my delicious pussy in front of her very eyes.
I gotta edit the mess out of this video.
Oh, Daddy, your wife don't taste this good, does she? Okay, so I actually took this guy virginity yesterday. He's 19 years old. Yes, hello. I was wondering if Proactive will work on my genital herpes. How does it feel knowing that your first time you caught AIDS? Should have stayed a virgin.
Oh no! You thought... Are you mad at me now? Are you mad at me now? This girl.
Let me go. I didn't do anything. Shut up. Shut up. Instagram gave me my blue checks back. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
She did all this mess for clout. Did all this mess for attention.
Thank you. When I see you, I want to fucking fight you and I'm not fucking playing with you.
Brittany Johnson is a 19-year-old social media personality whose rise to
I'm still tripping. I didn't know she was that. I thought the chick was like 40.
fame in 2016 to 2017 can be attributed to the barrage of psychotic acts she broadcast to the internet under the alias Lovely Peaches. Of course, she's had to change her name a couple of times after being suspended for, drinking toilet water.
No! Leave the water alone! Oh my god.
Eating poop.
I prefer green poop other than any other poop. Like when my poop is green, like I cannot even help myself.
Making out with the dog. Just as you do. If she hasn't rung any bells yet, she's also responsible for the critically acclaimed TikTok single Itchin' and Burnin'.
My pussy be burning, itching, burning, itching. Itching and burning, itching and burning. It be burning and itching, burning and itching. No matter how many baths I take. Itching, itching, itching. Itching, itching, itching.
Yeah, what was once a incoherent Snapchat ramble eventually became one of the most popular sounds on TikTok. As if I'd expect any less from such an app.
Itching and burning, itching and burning. Stanky and fishy, stanky and fishy. Fishy and stanky, fishy and stanky. I got STDs. They make my coochie itch.
Itching and burning, itching and burning, itching and burning. Stinky and fishy, stinky and fishy, stinky and fishy. I got STDs.
You know what? Screw the internet. I don't even want to be here no more. Click off the video. We ain't even gonna do this. The internet. What in the world? It's official. The internet is stupid. It's dumb. It's so stupid. I can't even believe people are entertaining this mess. Who would sing the most horrible song on the freaking planet? I'm looking at all these women that's singing this song like you itchy and stinky too. Fishy and Bernie too. You fishy and Bernie too. If I would have saw you in person, I'd be like, hey, I saw your TikTok video. You stinky, itchy, and Bernie. You might got something going on down there. You need to go get checked out. Why you singing that song otherwise? Look, I can't, man. I can't even do it. Look, see, this is why I had to take the break. I had to take the break. I had to take the break from social media, man. I had to. Now we back.
Don't worry though, her influence.
I'm telling you, she wanted to sing that song because it was close to the heart. It was something she was probably dealing with herself. That's why she did a cover of this song. It made my interested.
Reaches far beyond that one song. Because that's not the only one of her Instagram ramblings to be turned into a TikTok trend.
Oh,
we're
Lord.
going to look at the TikToks, and you're going to get a feel for the PowerPoints.
Ever fart on your hand and smell it? Everybody does that. Everybody. I wish I could cook and just fart on my food and then eat it because it would taste really good. Describe your coochie in 3 words.
Itchy, Bernie. Itchy, Bernie, and what else? Stinky? Gotta be. If it's itching and burning like that, it must smell rotten.
Itchy, burny, and smelly.
I got it! I got it! I got all 3 right! Oh my God! Oh man, look. Oh, disgusting.
know, it's funny because it's not, I don't know, dude.
Like,
she was about to say it's funny because it's not true, and then she thought about it. She caught herself. She's like, it's not, you know, I don't know. It may be some truth to it for some young ladies.
yeah, I get it. She's weird. She's easy to laugh at, I guess. She gives these kids something to latch onto.
Kids should not be seeing this mess. That's the other thing that was killing me too. She was a kid herself when she started doing this mess, like 17 years old or something like that. And who are her audience? Kids. That's the sad part.
And that can only remain harmless for so long. Because it's this type of public aggrandizing that perpetuates whatever mental problems may already be there.
Yeah.
It basically depends on a price, how much they're going to charge me for a feature. Annie Frank, I mean, she's pretty famous, so who knows how much she's going to charge me.
I wish I could sit here and easily tell you where she came from and how long she's been around, but truthfully, nobody knows the answer to that. The history of Lovely Peaches is almost as much of a mystery as her obsession with human feces. According to her, though, she's been running away from home since age 15 and appears to have been motel hopping since. And after poking around a bit, I was able to find what looks to be an old YouTube channel dating almost 4 years back, which I assume was one of her first official social media outlets, where only a handful of
She spelled another wrong. She said another one. Look how she spelled that mess.
videos are currently listed, including such titles as My First Video,
That's my favorite part.
followed by I deleted all of my social media, I've decided I'm better off dead.
Oh, I don't know about all that, but please delete your social medias.
And finally, I should have done this a long time ago.
I'm tired of being bullied and people making up things about me.
Did she say she tired of being bullied and people making up stuff about her? What did you think was going to happen with all the stuff that you putting out into the world? All people can do is make assumptions of who you're showing yourself to be, which is already not a good image. I mean, what could you possibly think people are going to do?
I'm saying I'm better off dead. Everybody sees me.
A response to online bullying.
Was this before she started doing what she was doing, and did she just decided to embrace her oddness?
That I guess didn't last long since she posted this the next day.
I got a very stanky pussy, a very stanky pussy.
So it's hard to get a read on her. My really sexy and incredibly hot friend Primink covered Lovely Peaches on his channel last year.
Since I'm making this video 18 plus, I'm not editing out none of this crazy mess she's saying.
Where he did bring up a pretty good
I do not want to edit that one word she just said 5 times. I'm not doing it. Not doing it.
point. Peach's entire internet presence seems to revolve around 2 types of content. One that consists of pretty harmless yet still ridiculous types of troll videos, where she just kind of acts dumb and messes with people. And another that isn't that.
It's kind of like this. And I was like, hello? Are you there? Are you there? But he's in heaven now.
If you ask me, there's a pretty considerable difference between pretending to act stupid in a Q&A and flashing your vagina at a kid on Instagram Live. I mean, this is a woman who constantly posts videos of her sexual encounters with men, streams herself sucking dick, even hooking up with married men. But I get that's a lot. So, yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit. Because
this video is so long and oh my god. Cringe level extremely high.
when I went down this rabbit hole, I wanted to know, how did Peaches even get to this point? Why was she followed and supported by so many huge influencers on social media?
Because, man, she is... If you break down the psychology of people, you got two sides of the equation. You got people that just want to see folks act a complete fool and make a mess of their lives. And then on the other side, you got people that are living vicariously through that. It's like, I could never do this stuff, but she has the balls to do it, as well as she's going to be the one that has to suffer through the consequences of her actions. So let me watch it all, but I would never do it.
What caused this? Well, I have to say, it's pretty simple when you boil it down. Kids. Obviously. What do you think? It's no secret that kids are not hard to entertain. Like, you show them something insane, like a woman trying to fight her alter ego on camera, and they're probably gonna want more. Like a moth attracted to a bug light, they can't get enough of what will probably hurt them in the long run. Before she went completely viral on TikTok, Peaches was no stranger amongst stan Twitter, thanks to her reaction memes and, I guess, just overall bizarre reputation. Plus, she's a bard, so yeah, that probably helped.
Nicki is the queen and she always will be. I don't know why you hating on her. She the queen of rap. And what's funny, she can never be replaced.
Queen Latifah, the queen of rap, baby.
Who?
You have to admit, it is a pretty impressive feat to maintain such a massive audience for so long, despite all of her account terminations. She posts all the time, mostly with the same song. The same song. Just all of her TikToks. The same song.
You so bad, yeah. And baby, I want you so bad, yeah. Then to the end, you so bad, yeah. And baby, I want you so bad, yeah. You so bad, yeah. And baby, I want you so bad.
She love that song.
The fact that she was able to get so big off of this really is a testament to not only her own entertainment.
And people think I be lying when I say TikTok is a place where you can blow up and get an insane following in no time. I think I got like 100,000 followers in like a month or something. I don't know. You just grow so fast on there.
Value, but also the
Just don't use it for evil like this chick.
type of audience we're dealing with here. She's even used her reputation to launch a seemingly legitimate music career in the same vein as Woah Vicky or Lil Tay. If I wasn't so concerned for her mental state, I'd say it was genuinely well played. I mean, her voice is actually pretty good.
I'm sick of trying, sick of something loves me. My baby loves me.
But I'm afraid there are some deeper layers to Lovely Peaches that are just too
Maybe she's not horrible, but I look, I need more. I need more to be able to really see what her vocal range is like.
glaring to go unrecognized. On March 1st of 2018, when Peaches was just 17 years old, she had a child named Cora
When she was 17, she had a kid.
Miracle.
Hi guys. Well, I'm in my third trimester now. Only 3 more months.
Now, at
Third trimester.
this point, Peaches had already established a pretty sizable reputation. She had a name for herself. So as you could imagine, an audience of a couple 100,000 people were pretty thrilled upon hearing the news. And just like any young mother, the birth of her child fundamentally impacted her life on an unmeasurable scale. Just, not in the way that you would think.
She in the hospital recording this. See, this is what I'm talking about. She's been at this since she was a freaking teenager. She was 17.
Jesus loves you. Mwah.
She already had
before
over
we
100,000 followers too.
Get into this tale of wonder, we do have a sponsor, Raycon. This is
Shoo.
And I made this page specifically for that issue. Now, this YouTube channel will be based off of the story of Cora Miracle. and what really happened to her. A lot of assumptions were made up about the situation. You know, people, they just assume things and they run with it.
It didn't take long for Peach's language towards her infant daughter to become more and more unusual, drifting into rather distressing waters pretty quickly.
I don't care what nobody says. Nobody can tell me how I should treat my child. You know why? Because she's mine, and I brought her into this world. And I hope she sees this too. I brought you into this world, hoe. She's a dick sucking hoe. All she do is get fucked all motherfucking day. She's a hoe. I love to watch my baby girl get fucked in her pussy.
She's worse than I said, right? Y'all remember at the beginning of this video? Even if this isn't true, even if she wasn't allowing her infant child to be subject to this type of treatment, it's still horrible for her to say this stuff.
Get fucked hard, get it raped by grown men.
Now, if you haven't noticed, Lovely Peaches is a very erratic, unpredictable individual whose intentions can oftentimes be difficult to interpret. You never really know when she's being sincere, so some of her fans found it fairly easy to disregard the many threats against Cora's life. But with a sense of apathy came a level of genuine concern as Peaches began making physical threats against her daughter on a regular basis.
I ate your fucking playmate, I'm your fucking mother, bitch. I don't care that you 2 years old. Bitch, I will fucking kill you in this fucking room, bitch. Don't fucking play with me like that. I told that hoe she don't respond to me, I was gonna bop her on her shit. And I did. I punched that hoe on her fucking eye. I got time for this hoe.
According to countless videos, streams, Instagram captions, Peaches was said to have admitted to licking her daughter's genitals, in addition to slapping and throwing her against the wall.
I'm about to cut my baby. I'm gonna cut my baby's neck.
Amidst further calls of Peaches'
Has Child Protective Services been called on this woman? They most certainly should.
Discussing the prostitution of her 1-year-old child, leaving many onlookers beside themselves.
Well, she has to be a virgin. Is she a virgin?
No, she's not a virgin.
Well, how many times has she done this?
She first lost her virginity at 4 months. I would say she had sex at least maybe about 5 times in her life.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Even if this was all just an elaborate...
That could all been capped, but still, that is a horrible conversation to have. I couldn't even imagine fixing my mouth to say some stuff like that. Both of them ought to be ashamed of themselves. This right here is an example of improper guidance. Improper guidance in life. This is disgusting. Despicable.
Joke. The graphic nature of what was being depicted.
That ain't no joke. Ain't nothing funny about that. Jokes are supposed to be funny. Do you see me over here laughing?
Was enough to elevate mild concern into full-on outrage. And rightfully so. Fans began frantically contacting CPS as Instagram celebrities began raising awareness around social media with the help of YouTubers like Jacqueline Hill and Candy Johnson. It wasn't until then that the police were notified and subsequently confirmed to the masses that Cora Miracle was never in any danger at all. In fact, it was revealed that Peaches didn't even have custody of her daughter, who was remaining under the watchful eye of her grandfather, safe and sound.
When she was like a month and a half old, she was constantly flirting with my boyfriend, and
the stories that this woman makes up. even if it's all fake and all trolling, how do you come up with this stuff? You have to be sick to some degree to fix your mouth, to say the things that you say, to even, you have to, look, this is initially what I wanted to say. You have to be sick to some degree and to allow yourself to have the thoughts that you were thinking. Or to be even capable of thinking those thoughts. A 1-month-old flirting with your boyfriend. Get out of here.
She did it for literally months. Like, he would change her diaper, she would be flirting with him, and
it was at this point that we discovered Peaches had run away from home early 2018. Her whereabouts unknown to her family, who were said to have little to no internet access. With this information in mind, another piece of the puzzle seemed to fit right into place. With her daughter staying the same age throughout many months of Instagram posts, something was clearly out of the ordinary. With Peaches herself cycling through only a handful of images she had evidently taken before running away from home. She never had access to her child after abandoning her. Yet that's clearly not what she wanted people to believe. Wow. But was she insane or trying to manipulate her fans for clout?
Well, if that's the case, if she never had access to her child, thank God. Hallelujah. What's crazy is this child may grow up and resent her mother, thinking, oh my God, you abandoned me, blah, 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 blah. Child, you should be grateful that she abandoned you. Hopefully you're in the better care, better watch than what your mom would have provided for you. But this woman was sitting here lying, and of course it was for clout. Like I told y'all before.
Truthfully, I don't know if the answer is that simple. Peaches is absolutely an attention seeker.
Yeah, that's clout. Clout is attention. She want attention.
I mean, I'd say it's pretty obvious that she enjoys all publicity, whether that be negative.
I feel like I can smell it through the screen.
Or otherwise. But when we take a closer look, we recognize the hollowed out shell of a desperate individual practically screaming for help. Peaches comes from an unfortunate background, one that we don't particularly know a lot about, but I feel like the clues presented over the past couple years paint a rather dark picture. One that depicts lovely Peaches not as an insane monster, but rather a victim of circumstances beyond her control.
Okay, let's just take a moment to celebrate me. Okay, so I ran away. Sunday will be a month. Time running away. I started running away at 13. I ran away at 13, 14, 15, 2 times at 16. And I think I'm 17 now, and I can't even keep up with all the times I done ran away, but it's been 8 times. Anyways, coming up will be a month that I've been missing this time, and I'm pretty excited. I'm going to throw a little party or whatever.
Of course, that's not to excuse any of the heinous things she's done on camera, but it does provide at least a little bit of an explanation. From what we know, her mother committed suicide when Peaches was just 15 years old, roughly around the same time she was running away from home. Based off evidence uploaded to her social media, as well as loose retellings from Peaches herself, it was during her late teens that she allegedly fell victim to sex trafficking.
There are signs from education to occupation that suggests she comes from a very rough home.
Long story short, Lovely Peaches was basically recently assaulted, so she claimed that she was assaulted.
There was a site that said that she was a 17-year-old prostitute.
As he booked her to, have his way with her, he then brought 2 more men in the room, and as those 2 more men came in the room, it was 3 of them. They came in, ran up on her, assaulted her, and she even posted stuff on her story after it happened.
We don't know the full extent to which she could have been exploited through human trafficking, but I do suspect there was something there, since she didn't become a prostitute until after she escaped. Or, I say prostitute, if she was underage then it'd just be rape, but we don't have enough of a concrete timeline here to prove anything. As evident by her testimony from 2019, Peaches was assaulted by several pimps in what she thought was meant to be a standard session with a client.
I was sex trafficked around January. Most of y'all already remember that story, but long story short, they're pimps and they pimp out a lot of young girls. Most of their girls are young girls like me who don't really have a place to go. I was homeless for a while. I got away from them and I helped someone else get away as well. Anyways, I did a video on what was going on and how I was getting sex trafficked and abused and things of that nature.
I can only assume these men who were involved with sex trafficking were aware of her internet presence and were able to track her whereabouts accordingly. She was quick to vent about the alleged encounter moments after it occurred on Instagram Live.
You know, you go through things, you cry about it, and yeah, make a mass beat, and I'm feeling better now, you know?
Human trafficking generates an estimate of about $150 billion per year on a global scale.
$150 billion a year on a global scale. That just goes to show you how many sick, twisted, and perverted men there are in the world. $100 billion a year? Did he say billion or million?
Human trafficking generates an estimate of about $150 billion per year on a global scale, making Peaches one of around 1 million girls who fall victim to such a demented fate on an annual basis.
It's crazy because it happens so much here in Georgia. But whoever the people that do this stuff, they're usually so low-key about it that you don't really see it. You don't really see it. You don't really hear a whole lot about it.
The targets of this industry tend to be women who come from poverty-stricken backgrounds. Those with no one to look after them are subsequently sold into prostitution, marriage, or forced labor, with over half of reported cases from 2018 involving minors. This is an issue that transpires geographical boundaries. It's a problem that can be found in just about every country on the planet, across an abundance of states.
Yeah, look at this. It happens on the East Coast more, and then it happens a lot on the West Coast. Look at this. Look at Florida and Georgia. Not surprised at all.
States and counties, proving once more that this sick lifestyle is far from exclusive to lovely Peaches. She just happens to have a massive audience in addition to that. A barrage of corporate sponsorships and endorsements hardly work to remedy the situation. Yeah, she's a terrible person to look up to. She doesn't deserve the influence she has, but because she's pulling enough numbers, companies are willing to pay for promo. Just as Peaches has taken advantage of fans to promote her abhorrent content, Peaches herself has been taken advantage of by a system that actively works to keep her down. As much as she's a troll, she's also a victim. And although I do feel for her situation, we shouldn't let our sympathy blind us from the fact that she is still a mentally unwell person.
Exactly. My sympathy does not blind me from the fact that she still has some mental issues. Of course. How couldn't she?
Roaming freely across social media and the real world alike.
Hi, Vicky.
Hey, bitches. Why?
I done came across Whoa Vicky a couple of times. I ain't never said nothing to her. I think I saw her once I was in Texas at the Galleria Mall, and she was there, I think with her mom's. And then I saw her somewhere else recently too, here in Atlanta. I don't be saying that to her though.
Why are you at Malu's house?
She was at my
I'm a huge fan. Can you please tell her to come home as soon as possible?
What?
Let me see your face.
I'm in the back because security kept passing by.
You need to get away from Mama.
Bro, how did you even get the address?
On the internet, I got it from Bad Baby.
It smells so good. Hey, you need to beat that bitch ass. You need to beat Bad Baby's ass.
Girl, I don't like that bitch.
You gonna beat her ass?
I would love to, girl. We got to pull up on that bitch. Hello? We want to see Bad Baby. Bad Baby!
Police have already been notified. She will be arrested once she's caught.
I wasn't coming as a fan. I was coming to whoop that whole ass for talking about the queen of rap. Okay?
I don't know why the other house she went to had her on camera and didn't notify their security. I can't answer that. But she will be held accountable for what she did.
You better hide. You better lock the motherfucking doors, because we on our way back, bitch.
I ain't know about none of this mess. This chick is wild, bro.
It ain't no fake shit this time.
This is crazy.
Discretion.
Okay.
This is so freaking disturbing, man. Like, we're gonna have to do a try not to laugh challenge after this, man. I gotta watch something funny.
Hey, but don't come to my house and take a picture outside my house if you don't know me.
I love you.
Girl, you need to go to the hospital. You need to check yourself, bitch. You need to put some cables on your head, bro. I don't know what the fuck going on.
Dang, so she went to Malu's house before getting on live with Malu. Cause Malu's like, yo, don't come to my house taking pictures outside of my house. You don't even know me. This is crazy. She was here smacking herself. Malu looking at Malu looking at her like, yo, this chick crazy.
Why are you slapping yourself, bitch? Yo, you need to check yourself on some love. You need to check yourself. Yo, what the fuck you smoking? What the fuck are you smoking?
You may find it easy to laugh at Peaches. It's understandable at first.
Yeah, she did that. She did that. Yep, she did that. Nasty stuff.
Glance. Though the deeper you
I swear I smelt it again.
delve, the more depressing her story becomes. On one hand, this is a woman who is in clear need of mental assistance. She shouldn't be trusted to roam the streets unsupervised, let alone carry the heavy burden that comes with being as famed as she is.
Yeah.
Whether she's receiving praise or criticism,
To think about that, man. The times that we live in, where somebody like this, acting and conducting themselves in this manner, has been allowed to become famous and a celebrity and somebody people want to take pictures with outside so that they can post on their social medias, and her following grows that much more. How? The internet kind of weirding things. Not even just the internet, more so social media. Social media is more of the blame for this than just the internet itself. The faster our internet connections get, the worse things get.
is getting exactly what she wants, which is the grand conundrum of this entire situation. We can't just ignore a party so chaotic and unstable in nature, with an audience of 700,000 followers. That's just not feasible at this time. The people in her life can only do so much to guide her in whatever they think is the right direction, while onlookers
Why is she outside with just underwear on and a top? Like,
us can only judge and observe whatever she
I'm judging.
puts on the internet. Lovely Peaches will be commended, mocked, and criticized for as long as she's cashing in on public shock value. But above all else, I am afraid the direness of her circumstances will be downplayed by her fans for the remainder of her online presence, hopelessly tormented by an audience responsible for the attention she can't seem to live without.
Exactly. And that's something that we have to take into account here, man. These people would not have or be in the position that they are if it wasn't for the audience. If it wasn't for these simple-minded people that were willing to follow them and watch what they're doing. But essentially, if this woman wasn't getting the support and didn't have the people watching her, she wouldn't be so hungry for the attention that she clearly was so desperately in need of. But anyway, y'all know what time it is. You like this reaction? Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more. As always, the link to the original will be down in the description box below. If you haven't already, make sure you follow your boy on the gram and Twitter at Artofkickz. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. This is crazy.